Welcome back. It's your host, Kimber Hill. Wow, what a marathon of self-discovery we just completed. I'm so grateful to Michelle and our volunteers who went along with us through that process because I think it really helps you as a course student to work through it with another student. I am excited to launch this next chapter of our LinkedIn education. What we're doing is we are launching a new module. This module is called Launching Your Stellar LinkedIn Profile, and that is what we are doing. We are working from the very top of that profile where your cover photo and profile photo are, all the way to the very bottom of your LinkedIn profile where your endorsements are. And I'm giving you actionable steps along the way because, honey, I am a woman of action. I want you to be able to listen or watch these videos and at the end of it, be able to go make tangible changes to your LinkedIn profile. We are starting with the initial impression. The initial impression is your cover photo, your profile photo, your name, and your headline. And they all come together to form this tight little package that immediately, and I just snapped because that's how fast it is, immediately gives the person viewing your profile feelings about you, perspective on who you are. I've got my curriculum on a screen right here in front of me. I'm going to be pulling things up from the curriculum for you to see. One thing I want to note is this premium course for our course subscribers, there are a wealth of resources. To name a few, we've built a Canva library for you. And in that Canva library are examples of cover photos that you can use or you can pull as templates and build from. We've also included how-to videos for a lot of the things that we're working through in this module, to include how to get a great headshot, and completed profiles of students who have finished this course prior to you for inspiration. Okay, students, let's dive into this cover photo, this enigma that so many people are not taking advantage of. So this is the top of the LinkedIn profile. It's the picture that rests behind where you stick your pretty mug, where you stick that profile photo. And it is untapped advertising space, honey. About 90% of LinkedIn users are not taking advantage of the LinkedIn cover photo, which is a huge opportunity for you and for all of the students in this course. Many people will leave this blank because they don't, number one, know that they can customize it. Number two, know how to customize it. Or number three, feel that it's even relevant for customization. So I want to help you not feel lost in this mess. Don't not do it because you don't know where to start. So that's what I'm here to help relieve. Okay, on screen, I am bringing up a really good example of a completed cover photo right now. And what I want to say about this is a picture is worth 1,000 words. But LinkedIn's summary about section, it only allows for about 1/3 of that much character space. So catching people's attention with a custom cover photo is absolutely a no-brainer. More than that, 20% of what you read is retained, but 80% of what you see is retained because the human brain can process images almost 60,000 times faster than text. So that is going to absolutely lead to more connection requests on LinkedIn for you, more direct messages on LinkedIn, and more potential job opportunities if you're taking advantage of the cover photo and really maximizing the potential here. Let's make you one of the 10% of LinkedIn users who are using this to their advantage. The cover photo is your digital billboard to advertise your digital elevator pitch. It's supposed to be visually telling your career story, all right? So if you had a billboard that the whole world could see, what would you want it to say? And how would you want it to make people feel? We're going to look at mine on screen now. So I'm bringing up mine for you to see. I want to preface this with my brand and who I am is very animated. It's very fun and bright and colorful. That may not be your brand, right? That may not be right for your industry. And in most cases, it probably isn't. So remember first, while we're looking at this, that there's text on the cover photo, but the text is not searchable. So if someone is in LinkedIn and they're using keywords to search things, text that is flat on an image is not something that the LinkedIn search engine can pull from. So it's not as important to cram a bunch of keywords here or sprinkle keywords here. It's more important that this image looks good and represents the visual feel of your industry and the type of service you provide, the type of person you are. We need it to give good, warm, fuzzy feelings. I recommend that you start with a stock photo that represents the general vibe of your industry, and then use text and features to expand upon or complement your headline. So looking at mine now, I have used a graphic that I had designed for VertForce. We have 3 avatars that represent the VertForce community. This avatar, she looks a little bit like me. She was the first avatar we created, and she represents military spouses. I use her because she was designed to look a little bit like me. She's even got the red jacket that I like to wear. Her name is Kira, by the way. So she's here on my cover photo to represent military spouses launching successful remote careers. That is what she represents. All right, and you can see here that I've included 50,000 virtual military candidates, 2,000 remote staff placements, 100,000 podcast downloads, and a $45 million economic impact. This is actually just a pinch out of date, so bear with me and know that you consistently need to return to your cover photo to update it. But look how that echoes what's in my headline. And over to the top left-hand corner, it says VertForce creator Kimber Hill. Look at how that supports the data in my headline. My headline says, creator of VertForce, the digital platform connecting 50,000 military spouses and veterans to remote careers. I serve online job seekers and virtual employers with recruitment solutions. All right, so I am backing that up in my cover photo by providing additional data. And I'm also including my title in my cover photo. All right. Your journey with your cover photo is your own. That's why we've created a Canva library for you, though, to give you some support and assistance there. And that's why we're bringing examples on screen in this episode for you. I want your personality to come out in your cover photo just as much as mine comes out in mine. And I want your cover photo to align with your headline and your digital elevator pitch as much as mine does. It may look different for you, but I want you to have fun with it and just let yourself shine in this space. Now, 2 things that I want to bring up to you is how to position things on your cover photo. So this is just a little bit of technique for you. I want you to think about what profile photo you're going to be using before you build your cover photo. If you don't have a profile photo, that's okay. Think about what your capabilities are. But see here that I've included a matching color scheme. So I've included me in a picture of a red jacket, right? And I've also included some red and complementary colors in my cover photo that set off the profile photo. We'll talk more about this when we get to the profile photo. The second thing that I want to mention is positioning. So on LinkedIn, the profile photo is always going to be that little circle bubble that sticks in the bottom left of your profile. That's going to impact whatever you're putting on your cover photo. So you're not going to put text or images on your cover photo like you would read them left to right in a book. You have to be cognizant and spatially aware that whatever you're putting on your profile cover photo is going to need to complement and kind of rest around the profile photo. So you can see here, if you're looking at my LinkedIn on a desktop, it is going to look good because I put my title, VertForce Creator Kimber Hill, in such a way that it sits above my profile photo and is not hidden behind it. And then the additional text that I included is out to the right. So there's no way that it could be hidden by that profile photo if you're looking at my LinkedIn from a desktop. I checked this on the LinkedIn app as well. It looks good there. So please run that trial and error. I think this took me maybe 4 revisions. So I downloaded it, exported it, put it on my LinkedIn, looked at it on my phone, looked at it on my app, and looked at it on my desktop app and said, oh, my title needs to move, or the girl on the rocket needs to move over to the right just a little bit. So I went back to Canva, made the adjustments, downloaded, exported. Just run that creative process until you get it right. It's worth the time. All right, so when thinking about where to get started with selecting your cover photo, I want you to think about your industry and what you're aiming towards. So earlier I said I encourage you to pick a stock photo that represents the general vibe of your industry. So if you are a medical assistant and you're looking for an over-the-phone medical assisting job, I want you to aim for something very clinical. Pick a photo that really represents what it's like to feel when you're in a doctor's office. On the other hand, if you are a graphic designer, I encourage you to design your own cover photo. Make something that represents your style of artwork. If you're a project manager and you work on projects that involve construction, think about the construction industry. Think about what it feels like in a job site, on a job site. Try to bring that atmosphere to the photo that you're using as your background for the cover photo. Once you have that, things that you can include on your cover photo are just going to be lines of text that support your headline. And we're not writing a paragraph at all. We want big, bold statements, big, bold words that kind of visually cue out, that it doesn't make the person who is viewing your LinkedIn profile read, right? We don't want them to have to read a novel when they look at your cover photo. We want them to just be visually cued by the words that are there. So you might include something like PMP certified, Security Plus certified, or maybe you just finished the Google IT certification. You might want to include that on your cover photo. And this can evolve over time, right? If you accomplish something new in 6 months, we would want to bring that back to the cover photo. We want this to be your billboard, advertising you and your skills and what you bring to the table. All right, now that you have all of the data that you need to understand how powerful and how important the cover photo is, go work on it and have fun. Bring it to our Facebook community, send it to us, let us see your progress. In the next lesson, we're going to tackle the profile photo. I'll see you there.